so that everybody can watch it afterwards and if there are any little nuggets that they can use to help. So Shar, welcome back. Nice to see you again.
I was muted. Good to see you too.
Yes. How's everything going?
Good. I haven't started anything, but yeah, just kind of getting back to the school year.
Oh,
So
that's right.
kind of busy again. Yeah.
You're a teacher. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, welcome everybody. We have more people joining all the time. We'll just chit chat and wait till everybody gets settled. I have to admit everyone, so I'll keep looking back and forth. Connie, welcome. Julie, Cheryl, Cynthia, and Natalie. I expect this to be a smaller group, so that's great. I mean, it's kind of smack dab, even though school has started in some places, it's sort of smack dab in the middle of summer for some of us. I don't know where you're all hailing from, but I'm here in Southern California, and here on the coast, summer kind of just is getting rolling right about now. So we're having some nice weather. Where's everybody from?
I'm from Wisconsin, and it's a gorgeous day today.
You know, I spoke to someone else from Wisconsin. You've had beautiful weather this summer, haven't you?
Yes, we have just a few warm days. I mean, super warm days, but nothing like other parts of the nation. We're grateful.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're used to a little bit warmer, right? You're used to, yeah. You've been a little
In
more
August,
temperate.
we're used to warmer Augusts, and this has been a cooler August.
Yeah. Well, it's beautiful. It's beautiful outside here as well. How about you, Julie?
I'm from Iowa, and it's
Nice.
beautiful out today, but this past week has been like around 100. So I just hibernated.
For
but it's
sure.
been kind of on and off. So
For sure. Yeah. Well, as long as we have air conditioning. Where are you from, Sue?
yes.
I'm in Charleston, South Carolina, so we are in the middle of the heat and just happy we haven't had any storms yet this year, but we're keeping our eyes out.
That's right. Well, we had ours last weekend, so it wasn't really anything where I live. I was just on the edge of it, so nothing much happened. The biggest surprise was the earthquake that afternoon. Oh gosh. So,
I just have to say that our little bundles are so cute. I almost don't want to knit them up.
Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. They're so cute. And I've got, I thought I'd show you a little sneak peek. I've got holiday ones coming too with snowflakes and oh gosh, all kinds of different. I just dropped my knitting here. All kinds of fun stuff for the holidays. So yeah, they're just adorable. Blue Sky Fibers really has lovely bundles and does a really nice job with supporting them with beautiful patterns. And so I'm looking forward to something really popular this spring and even throughout the summer until they ran out of stock was the 27 color snood that worked with one bundle of 27, so a little bit larger bundle than this, and then some skeins, some full skeins to go with it. And anyway, they just do a really nice job with their bundles. Really nice job. Is everybody staying around home today, or are you heading to do something fun the rest of the weekend?
This is my fun for the weekend.
There you go. This is fun. That's great. No, there's no better weekend than just to snuggle up and to knit, right? That's how I feel. Okay, well, let's see. What time is it? Oh, well, we can wait just a couple more minutes to see if anybody else wants to hop on. But um, has anyone started knitting yet? Okay, Allie, I tried the acorn and definitely need help. Okay, we'll see what we can do to help you. So nobody's knit any of them yet?
I'm just
Okay.
doing the same one. I'm starting that acorn right now and I'm always done circular needles down to double pointed needles. I've never really started on double pointed needles and gone up. So I get confused on which needle to go to next.
Okay. Okay, I've got one started here myself that I started this morning. So maybe we'll start with the acorn since that seems to be what everybody is having issues with or starting with. So let me switch my camera and okay. So here are the little acorns. Here's another little one. They're so cute, and their little hats come off and on. And this one, I made I was making out of scraps, so I made it a little bit different underneath the little cap. And this little cap looks tricky, but the cap itself isn't really as hard as getting started down here with the acorn. And you can see, I think this is my first one. It's a little messy. So, we're allowed to be a little messy until we get it all figured out and know what we're doing.
So I did the little cap and I thought it was going to be more difficult than the acorn, and it so totally wasn't.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's exactly what I found. Is the cap itself was really quite simple, or well, I don't know if simple is the word, but it was straightforward, I guess is a better word. Have you done the acorn itself?
I tried, but I did the exact same thing. I got confused which needle to go to, and then I got frustrated and I was tired. So I was like, forget it. I'll just wait till class.
Yeah, this isn't a thing to do while we're tired. I totally agree. Here's a little pumpkin too, but the pumpkin really is probably one of the easiest. So here's the acorn. And I don't know, would you like me to start from the very, very beginning of the acorn, like from cast on? Because
Yes,
I barely
please.
cast on and kind of started just, I think maybe I only knit one row, maybe two rows. Before I take this out, let's see. Not bright enough. I feel like for some reason I'm not very bright today. How about that? Maybe that's a little better. There's that first little, it says with one double point needle cast on 3 stitches, and then the row 1 is to slide the stitches to the other end of the needle and knit 3 as if working an I-cord. And what that does is it just gives you a little bit of a nubbin here at the end. And somehow I wasn't able to keep that nubbin quite as prominent as I wished I would have on mine. So I only knit 2, so hopefully next time I can keep that nubbin a little bit more obvious. But let me take these out and let's start again from the beginning. Still letting people in here.
I have a dumb question.
Yes.
Do they ever make double pointed needles that are different colors so that you can tell, like red's number 1, green's number 2, blue's number 3?
I've never seen that. You know what you could do? That gives me an idea. Have you ever seen this tape that I like to use on patterns? I forget the name of it. I can find. It's just, you can get it off Amazon.
I just
let's
had the same problem, so I went out before this started and I grabbed 4 magic markers.
Oh,
and
there
I
you go.
and I put like red mark. I put it on the one end, so I knew which was the front end versus the back end. And then I put a little key that's got green, red, blue, silver.
Oh, that's
I couldn't tell at all, and I was like, these are just a bundle of 4 needles, and I couldn't figure it out.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Because my needles are lighter than yours. Yours are pretty dark.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if you don't want to put things on your needles, I'd never thought of this before, but you could do this on one end of them. You know, maybe you don't have to put on quite so much, but this comes in different colors, and that would, you know, that would differentiate them if you'd like. My rule is to just not stop in the middle of the row for sure, you know, just kind of keep going. So cast on 3 stitches. So we've cast on 3 stitches, and our yarn is on this side. And forgive me, I don't know if I'm going too slow for some people. I'm going to try to, it's probably too slow for some of you, but I'm going to try to be as detailed as I can. So the yarn is going to be on this side. So just like an I-cord, we need to slide it to the other end and knit these 3 stitches. Oh, let's let somebody else in.
And then my question right away there was, when you start separating them, which end of the needle do you start with?
For that, we cast, pretend like I just cast on those stitches, and then we have to slide it to the other end and then start knitting. Now we don't slide it to the other end because it says to divide onto 3 double points as follows. So this is really pretty easy. We'll turn our work and start like we are knitting, you know, the thread is on this side, right when we're going to knit. It's not like what we did before, the I-cord, where we're dragging it over the other 2. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we're knitting just like usual. So to divide onto 3 DPNs, it's really simple, especially on this pattern. We knit front back for the first needle. Sorry, I'm holding my knitting so far away that it's kind of awkward to knit. I am not a professional like some of these YouTubers that's all they do is demonstrate, and they do such a nice job. I really admire it, and it's really more difficult than it looks. Okay, so there's 1 needle, knit front back. I kind of scoot it so that it's not going to fall off. Now you take up the next needle and knit front back.
Geez, no, am I not able to do that? Maybe I should just watch.
So that's the second one. Well, we can back up if you want. And
Well,
then,
I'm just, for some reason, the front back isn't working for me right now, and I don't know why.
oh, is that you, Shar?
No, it's Allie.
Oh, it's Allie. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Hang
here's
on.
the stitch. Let me get a little closer. Here's the stitch. Knit front. And then knit in the back, just as you would if you were using circular needles or straight needles or whatever you were using.
Oh, there we
So
go. I finally got it.
you got it. Okay, good. So what we have here is two stitches on each needle. And from here on out, we're not going to be flipping them over. We're just going to be staying on one side. Does that make sense? So we're going to be, the thread is here, the yarn is here. So the next stitch I take will be here. Does that make sense?
Hang on 1 second.
Can you say that one more time?
So since the yarn is on this stitch right here,
Okay.
then the next stitch, just because we're knitting in the round now, so the next stitch I take will be the one just to the left of that. That's how we know how to, you know, what needle we use next.
Your needles look so organized. My needles look like crazy.
Yeah, yeah. No, I understand. Believe me, I do understand. If you're like for this, we need to have the needle down a little bit more. This needle I'm going to use because it's going to be the where I put my extra needle that's sitting here, this extra needle here. So I need it down near the tip because I'm going to knit into this stitch. And then this one here, I stick in the middle so that it doesn't fall off while I'm doing something else. I don't know if that helps.
It does.
Okay. So the next round is to just knit. So what I do in between the needles,
Holy.
I take oh gosh.
It's like a maze with these needles right now.
Yeah.
Anytime you work on double points, it starts like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on. Oh God. So here's a stitch and it's just straightforward. I'm going to try. It's not very hard to do this slowly because
Come on.
okay, so I just knit those two stitches. Now I'm going to turn my work right so that I'm knitting on the left. The next stitch will be on the left. And now you see how this needle, this is my next stitch. And you can see how it's far away from the edge. So I'm going to have to push this down to get it to where I need to knit. And this one can go in the middle because I'm not using that one. And then once again, I put my needle in. I knit that stitch. I knit that stitch. And then again, I turn my work to the right. I won't be using this one down here. So I stick the stitches in the middle and I push this next one down. And this will be my final needle that I'll knit for this round. And it helped me a little bit to pull on the tail once in a while to kind of get that little nubbin out of the way and to clear things up. So I kind of, you see how that kind of clears things up just a little bit. Okay, here's two more stitches. One, two. Okay. So there is row 3. We just finished row 3. Is everybody, I don't want to go any farther. Is everybody kind of caught up or?
I'm good.
I'm
You
good.
good? Everybody's good, 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 good. Okay. So row 4. Now's where it gets tricky. So I'm going to be knitting on these 2. And it says knit 1. I knit 1. And then I need to do what's called a left lifted increase. And that means, you know what? I'm going to draw something. Hold on, let me get some paper.
For how many?
So here are rows of stockinette stitches, right? And they're all stacked on top of each other. I'm not a very good artist either, but anyway, you know how they're the little V's and they're stacked on top of each other? And pretend that we are right here. Pretend that these stitches are on this needle and these stitches are on our right needle. Does that make sense so far?
Yep.
So these are live stitches. We've got needles through them. So when it says to do a left lifted increase, it means a left to the left of a stitch. So obviously we can't do the left of a stitch here. This is the right. So we take this one, except we take it on the row down. You don't want to take it on the live stitches. That'll create a mess. You have to go on the row down, lift this side of the row before, lift it up, and then put it on the right needle. If you lift it up with the left, put it on the right needle. This way it's easier to lift. I'll demonstrate this in a second, but it's easier to lift it up with my left needle. Lift it up, and then we'll knit that stitch. That makes
Do you have
sense?
to make sure do you have to make sure you mount it the correct way when you lift it?
Yeah, just lift it from left to right, and then
That looks like it lifts it the wrong, it's not mounted right on my needles.
so
I-
then
I-
you'll
I lift-
either knit. Here, let me show you.
I could put it back on the left needle.
So here's my live stitch.
Right.
Gosh, here's my live stitch. And here's the next one down. So I'm going to lift it up there, and then I'm just going to knit it.
Oh, okay.
Don't you knit it through the back?
I think it's on the right that you knit it through the
Oh,
back.
okay, okay, I'm wrong. I thought you knit
No.
it through the back. I could be wrong.
Well, now you've got me wondering.
Because I did it and it looked like it was leaning left. Ugh.
Okay, let's knit this through the back and see, because I
Well,
know
wait.
one is through the back, and I thought
I think the right's, oh,
the right's through the front and the left's through the
Yeah,
back.
I
Okay,
think.
I'll double
Right?
check
Does
that
it-
in a minute. I'll
Okay.
double check that in a minute.
Let
But
me
did
Google.
could everyone see where to lift their left stitch? And then you knit the next one. I'll clear up the back or front here in just a minute. I'll just Google it real quick.
So we
Okay, so-
literally lift it from the stitch below the live stitches.
Exactly. And
Yep.
when it says left lifted increase, oh, I forgot the right lifted increase. I did the next. I was busy talking and wasn't looking at my directions. When yes, you literally lift it up and put it on the left needle so that you can then knit it. Oh, there we go. Now we need to do a right lifted increase. We just did a left lifted increase, and now we need to do a right lifted increase. That one we just pick up with our right needle, and it's kind of hiding right there. It's hard for me to see. I don't know if it'll be, you can even see it. When we pick it up, once you get a little farther, these increases will be easier to see. Put it on the needle, and then if we're correct, we knit through the back. Anyway, knit, and then knit through the back. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yep.
The right side one, can you repeat it one more time? You lift it with the right, but then you transfer it to the left?
Well, you can lift it with whatever needle you want. It just depends on which one's easier for you to lift it with, but it's got to be on the left needle before you knit it.
Okay.
You can see I didn't have that on in the middle, and it was about ready to slide off. So it's really important, you know, when you're working with double points on 3 needles, it's really important to have the needle that you're not working with, the stitches in the middle. Otherwise, you're going to be messing around, and all of a sudden you'll notice it's down somewhere else and your stitches are falling out. So, which we've all done. You don't get put into knitting jail by doing that. You're fine. Okay, repeat from end. So on these 2 stitches, we'll do that again. We'll knit 1. Do the left lifted increase.
This is like knitting thumbs on a mitten.
This is really tricky. Okay, let me look up, but that's how you do it. Let me look up
It's coming together nicely. You know, if we did our first row by lifting it wrong, I don't think any squirrels are going to come along and complain about it.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
It looks like mine is right, though. When I pull it down, it's definitely leaning right and left.
And you're knitting
just the way you told us, but with that correction, knitting through the back loop for the left and through the front loop for the right.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Yes.
I just Googled it.
The instructions don't say that. So which one? Write it on my sheet. Which one do you do from the back, the left or the right?
The left.
The left when you knit.
Yeah.
It also doesn't say when to join in the round. So I thought it was after you split those 3 stitches on 3 double pointeds. But if you can do the knit front and back and make it 2 on each, it makes it easier to join, I think.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of join it and you don't, it's not really an event. Joining it really isn't, you just kind of keep knitting and it's.
Yeah, if my needles stay flat, they twist.
I know. I mean, there's no question that these are kind of fiddly and, I mean, it's not. Yeah.
Once you do the lift front and back, you are essentially turning it into a round. That step is when you go from flat knitting to a round.
Exactly. And it just kind of,
okay.
Yeah, you don't really notice it. You just keep turning to the right. And, if you get mixed up, just look where your yarn is coming out, and you'll know that the next stitch is always the next one to the left.
Okay.
How about you, Sue? Is that making sense?
I just tore mine out. I'm starting over.
Yeah, no, that's
too.
okay. That's
Yeah, I have trouble with the keeping it flat and not the turning it over because I haven't done much double pointed.
That's the
Yeah.
trick.
Only to finish things, and that's so much easier than starting.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you've got a hat, that's yeah. No, I
it's-
mean, these are fiddly. There's no arguing it, but they're so cute, and
They're adorable.
They are so cute.
If I can just get past row 4.
And the yarn's great. I love the yarn.
oh, it's fabulous yarn.
Once you
Fabulous
get
yarn.
once you get to row 4, I'm finishing row 4 now, you can really see it come together. So it's really cute then.
Yeah, and it's not as difficult. It starts kind of relaxing a little bit. Yeah.
And your needles behave.
Yes, exactly. And it's more clear what comes next. Yeah. And another way to do it, Sue, I mean, everybody has a different personality with knitting, I've kind of found. Sometimes if you just kind of go through and do it as best you can, and maybe it's not perfect, especially on something like this that's so tiny, you can go, okay, I see the whole picture and I'm better at it. And then number 2 will be, better and easier and make more sense, and not kill yourself on getting it absolutely perfect the first time through. Does that make sense? I know some people are just really particular. They don't want to do anything wrong along the way, and which is great, which is fine. But I think especially with something like this, you have permission to just kind of get through it and feel your way, and then go, okay, next time it's going to be easier.
You can tell we're all concentrating.
Yeah.
And it definitely helps when you get more stitches on your needle.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Somebody mentioned that they were going to put catnip in it for their cat, which I thought was pretty cute.
I thought that they were super cute, and I love this wool. Also, I did a long multicolored scarf. It was gray with all the different colors in it. That was a last fall, and then I just did my first felting with the same felted bowls, and so I'm going to make a gray because I've left over the gray, a felted bowl to put the acorns in.
Oh,
That'll be nice. I love
That's
making
a great
felted
idea.
bowls.
Oh, felted! I was like, it was magical. At first, I was like to my husband, "You're not going to believe what just happened."
now, did you felt it by hand or did you put it in the washer?
I did put it in the wash some, but
And was
this worked out really well felted.
it a front loader?
It is a front loader, and it was okay.
And it worked okay. Okay, that's great.
Just a little bit of detergent, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic.
That's
Yeah.
a great
This is
idea.
my third project with Blue Sky. I think their stuff's great.
Oh, it's fabulous. I have nothing but good to say. Their pattern support is fabulous. I like their designs. Their yarn is top quality. Yeah.
I like that idea.
Okay, I'm starting row 6. No, I'm
Okay.
starting row 8.
Wow.
2, 4, 6, 8. Yes. No, yes, I'm starting row 8.
Oh, okay. Who's that? Who's
Connie.
Oh, Connie. Okay, good. Sorry. Good for you, Connie.
Well, I do a lot of socks, so I know double points, and I've done a lot of mittens, so I know double points. It's a little easier then.
Yeah, it is. I'm not a big double point fan, So it's not something that I've done a ton of.
I don't
Mittens is
love them.
handy.
I find it easier to use the short ones.
Oh,
The shorter, double pointed, the big long ones just get in my way.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah,
Can you see
yeah.
that?
I
guess you can
can, yeah.
see those. They're yeah, my little short. I think they're 5. Yeah,
5 inches instead of 6 or
inches.
7.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
5. Yeah, because the long ones just flip and flop. So
Yeah, that's excellent. Especially for a project like this. That's the perfect
you need
thing.
the tiny, but they're so cute.
It's so darn cute.
I did one last night. I had to
Yeah,
practice. Want to see?
yeah. Oh, it's so
It's not
aw,
stuck.
cute.
I stuck a Kleenex in it.
Oh, good idea. Yeah.
Well, just to see, but they are too cute.
Adorable, yes.
Right?
What fun. What fun. And fall decorations and stuff so often kind of get pushed aside for Christmas decorations, and I just kind of like to take a pause and enjoy the fall before Christmas comes barreling down because it seems to come so quickly.
Yeah.
So
This is an easy pattern to memorize too.
It is.
yeah, you can sort of see the rhythm. And then just
Yep.
about the time you get into one, it'll be done. I think I'll go ahead. Some of you are almost finished, right?
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and let you before we move on.
I wouldn't want to do this on a magic loop though. This would be kind of fiddly for
No.
a magic loop.
Yeah, I think it would be in the way. I don't think it would work very well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Cheryl. I read somewhere about Addie has some what they call flexi flips, double pointed. They're like a double pointed needle, but they're flexed in the middle, so they're not hard, they're not straight.
Yeah, they have a little cable in the
They
middle,
have
and
a
I've
little
been
cable
wanting.
in the middle, and
Yeah.
I've read that they might be a little easier to work with because they're not quite as stiff, and you could get them out of your way better. But I didn't know if anybody had tried those.
I have them,
Do
but I found them awkward. But I only have a 2 and a 3 or 4 or something, so I didn't use it on this. They're nice. If you're knitting around like a hat or something, they're really nice.
so you found them easier to use?
I did. More than the straight. Yeah,
They're kind of
Yeah.
pricey. They're a little pricey.
they are a little pricey.
But if you have a size you use a lot, that might be an answer.
Yeah, no, I think
Yes,
it's
that's
a great answer.
one.
I use the magic loop method with the circular knitting needles.
Oh, for the acorn?
Yes, I did.
Oh, did it work well?
Wow, good for you.
It's better than the double pointed needles for me.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
excellent. I didn't try it. I thought I would have some problems with it, so I didn't even try it. So maybe I'll try that next time.
I do my socks double pointed and I do two at a time. And that's goes so swift. Yeah, this is cute.
Let's see, Connie.
Well, it's kind of can't really
Yeah. Yeah, but you pull on that little bottom and
then
yeah,
it gets some
there you
shape.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Oh, fantastic. Hi there. Welcome. We're just working on the acorn, on the body of the acorn. Everybody's got double pointed needles coming out every direction. And we're figuring out how to corral them. So do you want to move on to talking about the cap, or do you want to just keep doing what you're doing? It's totally up to you.
I have one question, one clarifying question. So when you do in round 4, you do the left increase and the right increase. After you've done the left and you knit in the back, when you go to do the right, you're kind of going back into that same stitch you just worked then, right?
No. Okay, no. I didn't show you the other side of it. Hold on, let me switch and
Thank you.
so once you've lifted, here we once you've lifted this stitch for the left, because this is on the left side of this row of stitches, then you'll immediately go to the right, which is on the other side.
Okay, I think I'm doing it the opposite way. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not the same stitch. You'll immediately go into the right, and it might be easier to lift this bar up with your right needle and transfer it to your left needle. Has anyone tried the leaves or anything?
Not yet,
I
but
have not.
Not yet.
Okay.
So this is the easiest leaf to do. Oh, was this the birch? Let me look down. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, the wind blowing, I think allergy. Yeah, that's the birch. And it's the simplest one. So you can start with this one first, but once you've learned, this is flat, obviously, and once you've learned the left lifted increase and the right lifted increase on the acorn, this will be super, super easy. Really, really easy. And I knit this one and I ran out of yarn because I was using a little leftover piece of yarn, and I just quit it early and it's got a little rounded. It's a different kind of leaf. It's the same pattern.
think I might need to stick to pumpkins. I've torn the acorn out for the 4th time. I think I'm gonna move on to something that I can have a little success with.
Yeah, you can do that, or you can just soldier on through, and if it comes out wonky, that's fine, and you'll have learned something along the way.
So I started knitting the pumpkin, and due to my ineptness with double pointeds, I went to the store and I got circular for this, but I couldn't get it was too long. The circular part was too long, so I bumped it out to 55 stitches instead of 45. And I just didn't know if you had any tips on how to, once it starts to decrease, how I can adjust it to 55 versus 45.
Well, you have two. Oh, you mean how you decrease down from 50? Oh,
yeah.
Well, you're just going to have to kind of go off what the pattern says. When the pattern starts saying, let's see. Oops. When it starts saying top shaping, round 1, knit 2 together, knit 1, purl 2.
Oh,
just
to the end. Gotcha.
Yeah, just do that and do the next round, and you may have to adjust and do purl 3, or I probably wouldn't purl 3, but you might have to adjust just a little bit in there.
Okay.
But I don't think you'll have problems doing it. Yeah. The other option with the circular, with the pumpkin, I think the pumpkin would work well with a magic loop. So you could get, like, say, a 32-inch and do the magic loop with the pumpkin, and that would work fine.
I've never done magic loop before. What is the premise? How does it work?
Well, if you want to go to our YouTube channel, we did demonstrate it.
Oh, cool.
Actually, let me just give you straight a lovely, we did demonstrate it, I think, in our last knit along or knit along before last. Let me go straight to this and give you the link to it. Yeah, this is a great tutorial. Love this tutorial.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, you'll love that. Once you get started doing that, you'll always, well, at least I think you'll always want to use it. It's really, really nice.
The leaves, we won't be using our double pointed, will we?
I knit mine on my first ones I knit on double pointed. I just started a maple leaf here this morning, and I just have some little short straight sticks. But I did knit the other ones, all these, I knit them on double pointed just because they're so short, It just was handy. I just used 2 double points and moved on. These, I ran out of double.
That's why I was asking, because I want to keep going with my but I can use, I have longer double points. I'll use that because I wanted to keep going with my little acorn here without taking it off these, and I don't want to bind it off yet.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why this morning I ran out of double points in the right size. And so I just pulled out a little pair of straight ones.
And I just lost one of mine. Oh, there it is.
I almost stepped on one of mine this morning. It fell out of my basket and I went, oh.
Now, did you use the same size? Because I think it said to use 6s for the leaves.
6s for the leaves, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 6s for the leaves. And oh, I can't remember. 8s for the pumpkin, is that it? I think.
8s for the pumpkins, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm using a 6 for the acorn though, too.
Me
Let
too.
me
So it's,
Yeah.
it's 6 for the acorns, right? Okay, 6 for the acorns and 6 for the, okay.
you know, you could, in fact, it crossed my mind to use something larger, a 7 or an 8 for the acorn. I haven't tried it, but I thought that might be fun just to make them a little bit bigger. It also, if you're getting frustrated with them, it might make it easier to kind of see what you're doing because they're so small. Just an idea.
That's a good idea.
So Allie, maybe that will help you out.
Maybe I should go to 12s.
That's super bulky yarn. And then you could sit on your acorn when it was done.
Exactly. It would be an acorn pillow, not a little cute acorn.
That's right. Oh. When I talked to the marketing representative at Blue Sky Fibers, when he was showing me the acorn pattern, and you know, some months back, and he was talking to me about it, and I said, you know, naturally I squealed and said, oh, how cute, those are just adorable, gotta do those and stuff. And I said, have you knit any? He goes, oh God, no.
There you have it.
Yeah, he goes, they're so fiddly. But I don't know, it's fun to do something different once in a while. I'm just crazy.
They
Pardon?
made me realize that I need better glasses.
Yeah, yeah. I need to get mine done too.
I have to take mine off to see. That's how old I am.
Yeah.
It's hard. You
But
know,
wouldn't it
I
be-
found, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I getting started with this tiny thing on double needles is hard. And I looked up, tried to find an easier way. Some people, and I've done this before and it works. The first couple rows, I'll knit flat because it's easier, then join it in the round. And with a craft like this, then go back and just stitch it into a circle.
Take a
and you're
stitch
good
or
to
two.
go. So that person who's frustrated, don't be. Yeah, take a stitch or two, close it up, you're done. I wouldn't do
That
that
is
on a sweater, but
No,
you
but
know,
that's a great
why
idea.
not? It's so hard sometimes to get that started.
Exactly. That's a great idea, Allie.
It's
There
a
you go.
treat.
You got
My
lots of,
treat.
we're gonna get you acorns before we're
See?
done.
Knitters,
I'll
no.
be nuts by the end of the time.
Knitters are helpful.
They sure are. Knitters are
But
fantastic.
that works. Just do it flat for a few rows and then stitch it at the end. Or crochet, you could crochet a little circle, I guess, and then knit into those loops, I guess. I don't know how that would. Oh no, you need that little nubby thing at the bottom.
Yeah.
Forget I said that.
Wouldn't it be fun? I don't have grandkids, but if you had grandkids come over and you had a little bowl of these sitting around, they would just love to take them apart, I think. Or at least
Mhm.
I would have as a child.
Swap their hats, put caps on
Yeah.
different ones.
That's
Exactly.
where mine are going. They're going to my granddaughter.
Yeah.
She had her
Yeah.
first knitting lesson. I think she'll like it. Maybe it'll inspire her to continue.
Oh, that's so sweet. How old is she?
She's 11.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, and she's good. They have a great club after school. what's it called? Common thread for any kids to do all kind of thread things, friendship bracelets, crocheting, knitting. It's really nice.
Great idea.
So yeah, it is. It's really a nice thing.
Okay, these rounds will be under the cap.
You got to start them early.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this, I didn't do a color change.
Yeah,
Me
you don't
either.
have to. I
Oh, good.
didn't on one and I did on the other.
Oh,
Good,
they're
because I
so
didn't.
cute.
It's
Yeah.
fun to when you got these little scraps, it's fun to just use, you know, a little even partial mini skein. And you can do that by, you know, using a different color.
My husband thinks I'm crazy because I have a basket of all little balls of
Yeah.
leftover scraps of yarn.
Oh no. Yeah, that's
but-
not crazy at all.
This will be
That's
a
lovely.
good way to use it. Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, we're going to be running out of time actually. Does anyone want to go on just for a little bit longer? Maybe answer a couple more questions?
I would love to.
Sure.
Okay. Let's go on for a little bit longer. Maybe
Can I
another
ask
20.
a silly question?
Absolutely.
So in the pumpkin directions, it says with 2 strands using the colors of your choice, cast on 35. I've always done color changes, kind of like I've really only done scarves and mittens. So I would do it like halfway through. I wouldn't start it in the beginning. So I'm not sure, do you literally knit with 2 colors and they just kind of twist around each other to do the color change?
Yeah, I'll show you. I at least I think I understand your question. Hold on. Let's see if I do.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's
Well, that
cute.
is adorable. Yes.
It is so pretty.
And see, I just used it with little scrappies that I had left over. I didn't even start with full mini skeins. So Allie, you start with 2 colors mixed together, and I like a lighter and a darker. The one I'm knitting now, I'm using the pumpkin color along with a little bit of a darker, this top color, color here. I'm mixing those 2 together and I'm making a bigger one, and I'm even making it on, well, this is size 8, but yeah, I'm making the bigger one. Anyway, so you start with the mixed colors, and then I ran out of orange when I got up to here. And so I think I just kept on with my lighter color and just added a green to it.
Oh, nice.
I don't know where, maybe here. This yarn is 100% wool, so it will spit splice really well. And you don't have to use spit if you don't want. You can just use water. But that's my favorite with natural fibers. That's absolutely my favorite way to put, you know, to start new yarn. And then I ran out of everything here, and so then I just picked another color.
Nice.
But does that answer your question, Allie?
It does. It does. So what I did, because I wasn't sure of that, is I was like, well, I'll just try one my way first.
Sure.
And so I think I'm almost at 4 inches, but I ran to, when I was getting my 8 size circular needles, I found some yarn that was pumpkinish colors combined. And I was like, oh, I wonder how that will knit up. So I just did one, but I'm realizing that it's too, like, if I stuff it, I think I might have to put interior liner in it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be able to see the stuffing through the just one thread.
Yeah. It
So
does
of
need
course
to
I
be kind of
figured that out
fat.
later.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. And this little stem is so freaking cute, and
it's adorable.
it's so easy to do. Yeah, you won't have, I don't think anybody here will have any problems with this guy.
Should we get our supplies ready for the pumpkin? Is that what you're telling us?
Oh no, not necessarily. I want to just answer your questions. So I don't think that there's anything tricky in the pumpkin that you're really going to have questions about, you know?
Easy. I have a question because I probably missed it on the emails and I'm sorry. How the yarn we have, which looks like a lot, does it make some of everything? Or do we need to pick and choose? Like if we do 2 pumpkins, we can only do like 4 acorns or something.
Yeah, yeah. If you bought, I mean, nobody told me exactly how much, you know, I tried to
Oh,
find
okay.
out from Blue Sky exactly how much made what, you know, they kind of gave me approximations.
Okay.
They told me that the one bunch, one whole one of these bunches would make 1 large and 2 small pumpkins. I think that's what they told
Oh,
me
okay.
using the whole bunch. So,
Okay.
you know, that's not going to be a lot. Like if you make a large pumpkin and you want some leaves and acorns, you're going to want to just make the one pumpkin and then make the others before you found out, you know.
Okay. Okay. I just wondered because it looks like a plenty of yarn.
Yeah, it looks like a lot. That pumpkin does eat it up pretty quickly. I did notice because, you know, it's double. They want, like as Allie said, they want you to have it thick. You know, they want the
Yeah. Yeah. So it
um,
sits. Yeah.
And can we buy more like of one color, like a full skein of one color?
you will be able to in a few days. Let me look
Okay,
and
cool.
see.
Yay.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
love
have
the yarn.
ooh, I'm not sure I got every single color though. Hold on, let me see what I got coming in, what I have coming in. Yeah, I have Rusted Roof coming in.
Nice.
Mm.
Let me see. I have Mossy Green coming in full hanks, not in mini hanks though. Everything that I'm telling you, I mean, I have more bunches or more bundles. And I think they're coming in today, actually. We probably won't have them up today, but they're coming in. Let's see. Earth Ivy. I don't think this lighter green color, I don't think, I mean, they have such a large choice. Yeah, I don't have the Earth Ivy coming in. I do have the Driftwood coming in. And the Highland Fleece. I have that coming in. So I guess everything except this lighter green color I have coming in full hanks.
Awesome.
Or wait, the
I'm
pumpkin
assuming
color.
we're not blocking these.
No, not the acorns. I
Good.
didn't block the leaves, but I was going to actually. If I wanted to put them on a garland, you know, when I made more, so I thought they would be nicer blocked on a garland. Looks like somebody made an octopus behind you there, Cynthia. Is that yarn?
Yes, it's
I think
what
it's
I
a,
ordered, but I had some already from another yarn shop.
no, I think she means your
This?
wall
Oh,
hanging
this.
behind you.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it's made out of an old car.
Oh,
Oh my God.
wow.
Yeah, I got it. I'm in Florida and I got it at one of the art shows. Yeah,
Ah, okay.
Oh,
I
some
like
girl
it.
did it, but her dad owns a collision shop. So then the odds and ends of the cars, and she would make art with it. Yes.
Yeah, I like it. I like it
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here's
You're
my upside
welcome.
down acorn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Here,
it's
let me put you
cute.
on spotlight so we can all
Wow.
see.
they're cute.
And
Yeah,
he isn't
there you
stuffed, of
go.
course. It
I have
isn't
my,
stuffed, but yeah,
It looks fabulous.
yeah,
they're
it's
fun.
cute.
fun.
If anybody wants to sell me some acorns, I might be in the market.
You keep
finding
playing with it.
Yeah,
Keep at it.
the leaf
Oh,
is
I
much
will.
friendlier. I'm doing that birch, and I think that it's helping me with that. It was easier to see to do those increases than in the round with all the needles. I just
Oh yeah, it will.
Good
Okay.
idea. Yeah.
And I didn't use all my yarn. I'd say about half of it for the
Yeah.
acorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see that you can use little bits, you know.
Yes.
You'll have a little bit left over from this or that, and you'll be able to make it.
Well, I have to compliment you on your website. I'm so glad I found you. And when I ordered the
Oh.
bundle, your packaging is so beautiful
It is.
Oh,
Yes.
and
thank you.
impressive and just delightful. So I
Oh.
have a shop in town, but I don't go much anymore. And I'm just very glad to have found you and thank you.
Oh, Paula, that's so sweet. Thank you so much.
I hope you do more. It's fun.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
thinking ahead. This kind of a little thing would be so cool for Christmas to make like an advent calendar type thing with little, so maybe you've done that before. I don't know, with little somethings.
It would. It would.
Get on it. Wouldn't it though? It would be nice. Be
It
fun to
would
do.
be adorable. Yeah, oh gosh.
Little
There's so many
stuff.
cute things.
Yeah,
And let me
something.
show you. Let me see if I can't find
I think I've
what I
seen
do
blue,
have planned for the holidays.
I think I've seen with blue fiber that they have a free pattern for like a little stocking hat and mittens, I
Yeah,
think.
that's what I
there's
was
an
just
idea.
going to show you. Yeah, hold on one second and I'll find it.
That would be fun. Mittens
And
would be
there's a
great.
pattern.
Little.
There's also a pattern for little tiny socks that you could do hang on
And-
a garland in front of the
That's what I was
fireplace.
thinking.
And
Yeah.
also little sweaters too.
Oh,
They're
sweaters.
so
That'd be cute.
cute.
Oh, there you go. You got me thinking now.
Yeah, and you make them out of these colored bundles, these different, this is like traditional Christmassy. Oops, oops,
Oh,
oops, oops.
I see. Yeah, yeah.
And sorry, I lost my ears. And this is more
Oh,
of a,
that's
I don't
pretty.
know, icy
That's
Christmas or whatever. It's
Winter.
beautiful.
That's
Wintry
cute.
color. Let me pull them up here so that I can
Oh, I
show them
like
to you
that.
better. Yeah, and I'll be selling and I'll provide the patterns as well. I don't charge for them, obviously, but I provide the patterns if you buy a bundle. Wait, what was I going to do here?
I'm thinking of making the Tulsa tank that's on your website. I love that.
And I'm getting, I don't think, let's see, I'm getting yarn in the next day. I think it came in yesterday, and it's not in the shop yet. It's not listed yet, but yeah, I'm getting more yarn. So wait until all of that yarn comes in so you have your choice of all the colors.
Good.
Is that the one shown in blue?
No, it's yellow.
no,
I think it's yellow and
Oh,
white.
okay. I don't know. My sister
it's-
just bought one, the blue tank. I think it looked like it. Oh, it was a sleeveless sweater.
Oh,
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
I
the
forget.
Tulsa tank had a sleeveless sweater, and I think it had a real elongated rib bottom.
It does.
Oh, pretty.
it's beautiful, and it's fast, and it's wearable. It's something that if you hang around me very often, that's kind of a word that I use a lot. I like to provide things. I mean, I realize these little fiddly things are not anything particularly useful, but I like things that are very useful. You know, I like things that you'll wear and you'll just kind of wear all the time, and it'll be just a part of your wardrobe, you know? Here's a couple. I can't find all the photographs of
That's
all of
okay.
them,
That's okay.
but here's a couple of them. And these hats are made also with the,
They're adorable.
and they're the little hats, and then there are sweaters. And then this year they've come out with, and the pattern isn't out yet, the snowflakes that are knitted snowflakes. You know, I mean, back in the day I made crocheted snowflakes, but these are knitted snowflakes, and they look just delicate and beautiful, especially out of this bunch. They're, yeah, they're gorgeous. I love Christmas so much. That it's going to be fun to make those decorations.
You could put those little hats on the acorns.
Yeah.
I think it's the same lady who's making all of those, the little things. I think it's is it Nancy? What's her name? Nancy.
That's Ekval.
Ekbal. No, this is Bobby. I'm sorry, Bobby Intveld. And she makes them. Bless her heart. She likes. Anyway, anybody have any more questions? Where is everybody? Where is everybody?
Knitting away.
I think I will try to do the leaf first so that I can get the increases down and then try again for the acorn.
Exactly. Yeah. Or it might be a really good idea to do the acorn, like Paula said, do it flat for the first few rounds, and then because it would literally.
That's my biggest problem with double points is that I tend to, if I have a third needle, I'll just use the third needle to knit. And then I forget that I'm supposed to have 4 needles. So I've really only been knitting on 3, and then I screw myself up and have to start all over.
Yeah, I've done that before.
I'm glad to know I'm not the only one.
Oh no, my gosh.
No.
My grandmother came from Scotland, and she could knit beautiful sweaters, little kid sweaters, in her sleep. She'd wake up and it would be like this most incredible, intricate thing. And I'm like, I can't even make a mitten that fits.
Yeah.
But Grammy had it down.
Wow. She knew from the inside out how things are constructed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Are we supposed to be moving on to the next thing, or should I, or should we move on, or what should we do?
There's no supposed to be. I have another appointment and probably need to leave in about 15 minutes. So this isn't a class per se. This is a knit along to where we're kind of helping each other and you know, so just be sure and ask questions. Also, if all of you have joined the Facebook group, is everybody in the Facebook group yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, if you're not, be sure and let me see, I'll pop in the address to join just in case you'd like to. Because there's so many people in the group who are knitting the same thing that you are. Like there'll be a lot of people that didn't join today, knitting these things, and you'll be able to ask questions. And I'll put, when I write tag Shauna in the group. She's my right hand person if you have questions, and she's got the fall bundle and she's been knitting it up, so she'll be able to help you as well. So if you run into any problems.
If I get an acorn done, I think it might be national news.
Well, you need to join the group and post it.
Oh, it'll be like acorn spam everywhere. Be like, look, Allie finally did it.
That would be great. We would love to. We would love to do that. Oh my God. I just noticed Shauna posted in the group. That's fabulous. She's a fabulous knitter and just has the brightest, sunniest, most lovely attitude and demeanor, and she's just a joy. So if any of you have any questions, I can't be everywhere, and as the company gets bigger and bigger, I'm stuck in spreadsheets more than yarn. And so she's helping with the yarn end of things, the knitting pattern end of things, and she's just fabulous. I'm going to be putting in some of her patterns in the shop this fall.
Oh, cool. And where is your home base?
I live in Southern California, in Ventura, here just right close to the beach.
Nice.
And my daughter is in charge of the warehouse and the packing and the shipping, and she lives in Las Vegas. So my yarn lives in Vegas and I live here on the beach.
So my son's in Culver City. That's right next to you, right? Pretty close?
Yeah, about an hour and a half. Yeah.
Oh, that far. Okay, I didn't realize. I was thinking that Ventura was closer to Santa Monica than it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's about an hour and a half north. Yeah,
okay.
We're about 20 minutes south of Santa Barbara.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we love it here. Absolutely. The weather, everything. We love it here in Ventura. We're really grateful. And my daughter likes the heat and the sun and the big sky. I like the fog and the marine layer. She doesn't care for that. So we're each living where we love to live and making it work.
That's awesome. You guys really do a great job.
Yes, you do.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. A small business.
It's hard work, I'm sure.
It's hard work. It's fun work, but it's hard work. It would be hard to be in a business selling, I don't know, widgets of some kind that was just, because knitting and yarn is so much fun that adds that element into it. So, yeah.
Allie, did you start one of the leaves?
I have not yet. I'm now working on my see-through pumpkin.
Okay. The leaf knits up pretty quickly and makes you feel like you can knit again, because the acorn frustrates me.
Yeah.
And I think also just the color. I picked a dark color, so to learn that technique on a dark color.
That's what I had a dark color too, and I was like, I just can't see this.
Yeah. And I think
hold it up again, Sue.
So it's a like a light
birch leaf. That's nice. I didn't think they'd be that big. That's really
that's
nice.
pretty. It is nice. You know what, Allie? I was thinking, don't get frustrated on that acorn. Get some big fat scrap yarn and do one on big fat needles. And
Yeah,
it'll be easier to see. And then go down to the little ones.
yeah, that's
Do
a
you know what
great
I
idea.
mean?
Yep, totally.
That
Thank you.
might work.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if for some of you, the left lifted and the right lifted isn't something I'd really done much of before, if
Me
at
either.
all.
Not
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. So in the beginning, I mean, I was looking up and saying, okay, how does this whole thing work? And then if you'll notice on some of them, I think on the leaves, you'll find that, you know, you learn how to do it. And with that drawing that I drew those V's, you know, of what a stockinette stitch looks like. But you'll find that on the leaves you're knitting garter, so you're not going to have those little V's, so you're going to be picking up a bump, you know. And so that was a little bit like,
That's true. That's true.
okay, what am I, because it was different than any instructions that I found on YouTube. If that makes any sense. My favorite YouTube person who does tutorials is Berry Pink Knits. I don't know if you guys have seen her. I
She's
yes.
great.
like her. She
Yes.
does a
She's good.
fantastic job.
Yeah.
And
She's
then
really
and then also Patty Lyons. She's
Oh, that,
fabulous.
Oh, I don't know
that one I
one.
don't know. Yeah.
Me either.
Yeah, she's fabulous. If you remember that name and you're ever wanting to look something up.
Patty? Patty Lyons?
Patty.
Patty Lyons. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Got it. Thank
Patty
you.
Lyons with a Y.
Yeah.
Better write it down right now.
Where would we be without YouTube and
Oh.
Zoom?
Yeah. I know, look at us. We're sitting here on a Saturday afternoon, chit-chatting and enjoying each other's company. And everybody's in different corners of the United States. I mean, what a pleasure
crazy.
and what a special thing that we have.
Where is everyone from?
Wisconsin.
Florida.
Oh, that accent's a dead giveaway. I'm in Pennsylvania near Philadelphia, and it's so hot. No, I've said I'm not knitting any more sweaters. I'm not going to wear them. It's so hot. I'm going to do crap.
Yeah.
I'm in Vermont and it's cold.
Oh,
Nice, lucky you.
lucky.
Well, it's been
Vermont.
a year of rain. So
Yeah.
Oh,
it's been,
Yeah, you had
the
bad
mosquitoes
floods.
are literally as big as hurricanes, as big as helicopters.
Where?
Oh
in
my.
oh, gee. Oh, gee.
I'm
There's a
in
Florida.
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 Sorry,
It's hot.
the person in Vermont, where in Vermont?
I'm in Essex Junction, which is 10
Oh,
minutes
boy.
from Burlington.
I have family in Waterbury Center.
Oh, nice. Did they do okay with the floods?
Yeah, my brother works at the Washington Electric Company that manages that dam,
Oh, geez.
and he was on duty.
Oh, geez.
But it all, so Montpelier was so sad, but
Yeah. Waterbury got killed. Montpelier got killed. It's amazing. I mean, I would drive down one day and then the next day the road would be gone. I mean, it was absolutely insane.
I did not see that on news. I saw Palm Desert, which I could not believe, but I didn't know Vermont.
Oh yeah, Vermont got.
Sorry,
we
I
got,
didn't know
like
that.
weeks after, like 2 weeks in a row, we got crazy amounts of rain, and it took out I-89, which is like the thoroughfare in Vermont, and like everything was shut down. It was amazing.
Oh boy.
We've had quite the weather. Quite the weather.
Mother
this-
Nature is definitely not happy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible. I don't understand it.
I'm from Hereford, Texas.
Oh,
Oh, are
What
you
city
really
is that?
hot down there?
Yes, really hot.
You know,
What big
my
city is that near?
Amarillo. I'm up in the Panhandle.
Yeah. Oh gosh. So I have a son in Austin. It's hot there too.
Yeah.
Well, my boyfriend was telling me this morning that Austin and farther north has had what, 6 straight weeks of above 100?
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
more than that, I think. They can't take their dog out except very, very early and very, very late. It's terrible, but
Wow.
it's just this sustained heat.
Yeah.
And Pennsylvania, near me, you would think you were in, I don't know, the tropics. It's horrible, the humidity and heat.
Wow.
A
Are the
hun- oh, you
leaves?
know, real feel.
Yeah. Are the leaves beautiful, Allie, in Vermont?
They are getting there. I actually just posted a picture on my Facebook page of the trees changing, and it's so hard because we know that fall lasts for 30 seconds here, and then it's winter for like the next 6 months at least.
Right.
So it's hard to, we really haven't had a summer. I mean, in the very beginning, we had some 90s, and then ever since like the first 2 weeks of summer, it's been rain, and 70s have been the highs.
Oh,
I mean,
gee.
we have nights in the 40s. It's absolutely insane. I just don't know. Lake Champlain is just about at flood stage now, and it's never at flood stage at this point in the game. So I don't know if we get a lot of snow and next spring, we're going to be in trouble. Because there's
What was your
nowhere-
winter like last year? Was it
Last year-
mild?
Yeah, it was mild. Yeah.
Yeah, ours was too. I wonder if that, I don't know, had anything to do with it.
Yeah, it's just I just don't understand. You can't even mow the lawn without ripping it up because it's just soaked everywhere.
Jeez.
Yeah, if you didn't see the coverage on the news, just Google Vermont flood and you'll be shocked.
I will. I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, the pictures are absolutely stunning. I mean, I just sat here watching it going, how can this be? You know, like how can our whole state be underwater?
Gosh. We've had so many extremes. I don't know about California. Hotter than usual, I guess.
Yeah, I know we're different being so close to the ocean here. We're much more temperate, but it hasn't been as hot this summer, I don't think. And we were sure wet last winter, through the spring, just rain, rain, rain. And then we had the rain with the tropical storm. We had a lot of rain with that, even though we were perfectly fine. But I mean, it's needed, so it's kind of a mixed blessing.
I think our May here was no rain at all. Now for May, that's crazy for flowers, etc.
Yeah.
But I don't understand. I don't know.
Interesting.
I can't believe that there was water in Florida that was 100 degrees.
That's
awesome. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That blew my mind. I was like, oh, we're in big trouble when the oceans are 100 degrees. Yikes.
Yeah.
I was in Boston in the ocean, and it was actually the water temperature was comfortable, and it never is. It's always so cold you can't get your toe in. I don't know. Something's going on. So I stay in and knit. The weather's too hard to confront.
That's right. That's right. Well, can everybody show? I'm going to have to scoot off, but please, I do encourage you to join the Facebook group to get, if you have any other questions, because that's the place to get help. But can everybody hold up what they've done, if they've been working on anything?
Yeah.
Oh, I see an acorn. Excellent. A pumpkin, cutie pie.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a leaf. Where's your leaf, Sue?
I was talking and I have to go back one row because I did the wrong row.
Oh. I mean, it's just a different row, a different row, a different row. It's kind of Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Oh, you're so
wonderful.
welcome. Thank you everybody for joining. It was a pleasure. It was really lovely. I hope to see you on the next one. I have the next one all lined up, but right now I thought I'd give us a little bit of break as the summer ended but with another week or so I'll be putting out another knit along, and you can always see you can always sign up just to get on a list for a knit along up there. Let's see, if you just go to the home page, kind of up to the left above the logo, there's
Okay.
a little button you can click, and you can always get on the line on the list, and then you'll get the information for the next one.
Awesome.
Great.
So thanks everybody. Have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
day.
Thank
Bye-bye
you.
now.
Enjoy.
Thanks so much.
Stay healthy.
Yes, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.